Merlene Williams is her name. She's a Joburg-based makeup artist. She stood next to iconic individuals, touched the faces of great personalities, and her work is trusted by great production companies. Beauty is her calling, but more so, she's found the real business behind the art of makeup brushes. You, Motive viewer, are so patient with us. Thank you so much for being here again as we continue with Merlene's story behind the scenes. I also have a very special thanks to you for subscribing, following, and sharing this video. Let's continue. Here's part 2.
Your personality is a warm personality. You are able to deal with people in the most, genuine way as possible. How about people that do not have a personality that is almost similar to yours, that come just to do the face? They are not even talking to the guests or to the person they are make-upping. They do their job, they are done. I've encountered those in various productions that I've worked with. A person arrives, they are forever on their phone, they are working your face, even the handling is a bit uncomfortable. They are done, they are gone.
You see, that's why it's so cool to employ my company, because we speak about things like that.
Yeah.
And if I'm there, even the better, because sometimes, there's a lot of, it's a two-sided thing. A makeup artist sometimes have a lot of work anxiety.
Okay.
Right? It's something that people don't see. Like, you're scared of the person that you're going to do. There's some makeup artists, they're excellent in their job, but the anxiety overwhelms them a lot. Like, so they'll be scared, they want to be cut off, they don't want to be asked for other things. That's to cover them. But then, that is why in my company, I took the position of, we're going to have a nice chat with a makeup artist. It's going to be like, you do the makeup, and then I call it the breastfeeding. Yeah, I call it like the breastfeeding, because basically I do, hi, you can come and sit, this is your makeup artist. And then I would even be the one to say, how would you like your makeup?
Right.
And then I will distribute the products and stuff like that, because I have realized that a lot of makeup artists that work anxiety, they're good on the brush, but a lot of people are not good with human beings.
Right.
And also now we are in an industry where, we have a lot of arrogance.
Yeah.
Like, makeup artists, hey, as soon as they tell you, yeah, you are good, the makeup artists, they've lost all sense of humility, and they just coming to do their thing, and maybe they even overbooked, they want to be there quickly, in and out, they want to leave, or because they're overbooked, but they need to be here. So there's a lot happening,
Mm-hmm.
There is so much happening, and those are actually the things that I'm noticing in the industry. So I'm like that middle. You will never see when there's a problem. Do you know what I mean? So like my makeup artist also, there will be maybe a mother. This one, she likes to come late, But
I wanted to talk about that, about time. Yeah.
She's there in Pretoria, but I'm giving her the gig because I know she needs that money for that baby, but now I'm covering for her. So, I'm also like the middle person who's like, as long as you communicate with me, I'll tell you what's happening here on set.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell set, no, everything is in order. I'll put everything out. I just tell her, when you get here, make sure you're not sweating and you are in a good vibe. You don't show people here that you came late or whatever. You
How
don't
incredible.
say sorry. We got you coming here ready for work. So there's so much anxiety, and then there's like a production person they got. That production person will be like, guys, how long will the maker? How long? And I'm like, no, talk to me, and then I'll filter it. I'll tell you, so that they don't get that stress.
Yeah.
That's why production companies call me, even though I'm not on the production, and the makeup artist comes through me. Now we've had that experience now of even So I'm not there. This is how I handle the human element. So please take it with me. So now we are 5 years old in doing this thing, so people even know when they're going through my company.
Yeah.
It's like the bank. You're working for the bank. You know, I will tell
You
you.
have to be
listen,
proper.
It's gonna be gospel. Our cleavage can't be out. We need to be like, you know,
Yeah.
go in a few songs and be in the vibration of the things. Come back. Don't be stomach out. And
Smell good.
yeah, all those things like look good. You know what I mean? Like now we were doing Steve Harvey, right? He came with his own team, and I was like, guys, I went to the production office. I was like, people, we're not gonna wear black every single day. We got our own themes. We just wanted to tell you that you need to be okay with it, but we're going to like give you like a nice treat. So sometimes I'll say, let's do Wakanda because we've got the Americans here. So let's put Wakanda on. If they see us, you know what I mean? You wear your Sutu outfit, me, I'm coming with a Wakanda there, you know?
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'll ask one else, what do you guys want us to wear? Then someone will say, let's wear all denim and dukes. Also just to bring up the morale of the production.
Right.
You know? Someone's gonna say, let's do jean to jean, let's do black tomorrow, please. I don't have any more clothes, let's do black tomorrow. On a Friday, let's do heels, you know? So just to bring the morale up a bit and to make it fun for us.
This is so amazing to hear.
No one knows what we're going through, and we still have to explain ourselves. Like sometimes I still have to explain, this is why you're calling me. This is why you calling me and asking me for a makeup artist, because I'm going to tell you who can be on the dark skin. I'm going to tell you who can work when it's overtime and she's not going to moan. I can tell you who's going to be great with females that need a face feed. I know because
Yeah.
I study all the makeups.
That is so incredible. Do you think you are getting the money that is worth the effort you put on yourself as a makeup artist, on yourself as a company owner, and as a coach for other makeup artists that you work with?
Look, I think people are only starting to get to know me now.
How come? You've been in the
People-
industry for 20 years.
No, you know when you're feeling someone and you're like, I
Get you.
felt that.
Yeah.
So I think it's starting for me now. I do not feel entitled. I don't have a problem with any of these rates that are out there. I tell people, listen, it's a business for me, but it's also a business for the production company. Once you start understanding that you all are in a business, the only thing you need to add up is, am I making a loss or am I making some extra money? Even if the extra money is this much, you go out for that job. Trust me, your time will come. But I'm thinking regarding the rates, right? I'm starting to get, I don't feel entitled. You know, everybody's always like, this rates, this rates, this rate. For me, this is how it works. For me, this is how it works. You ask, what are we doing? When are we doing it? How are we doing it? Then what you're going to do, you're going to use your mathematics.
Yes, girl.
Then you're going to check, am I making a loss or am I making money?
Yeah.
If you're making money, you're going out for that job. Because what is happening? It's a business for the production company. And it's a business for
For
you.
you.
If you can understand, for the production company, it's also a business. So as long as you're making some money, go and do that job. And
Yeah.
trust me, the universe is never going to leave you behind. If you're worth it, slowly and surely you're going to get the rates that you deserve. People are too stressed about the production company. The production company must make money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, because what I've realized, eventually you do get what you deserve. Because right now, sometimes I'm going to do like, gonna do a corporate. I go in for one mail, and I can make 10,000 rand.
Wow.
So,
For a
and
male,
that
I mean, a male doesn't even need a lot of colors on their faces.
It's, you know, but they understand service, and it's where, and there's a lot of money for things like that, you know. With the
Yeah.
production company is you got to share it with the production company. They're going to take some for maybe another department. So you just make sure that you're getting enough. So normally what I do is like my money is not paid by the makeup artist. So I have to go to my own job to make my own money, right? So normally what I do to fill in for my makeup artist is, say for instance, we're doing a 20-day show. They're not going to use any of their products on my show.
Mm-hmm.
Never. I'm going to provide them with all the products. So what I've done in my
You are
company
going to
is,
provide the production company with your own products.
if it is a production company that give us a good rate
Right.
and they're not giving us petty cash to buy makeup,
I see.
I'm going to make sure makeup artists don't use any of their makeup. It's going to be my makeup. So the production company have a little something, and the makeup artists also don't come and spend their valuable makeup with us.
Okay.
So it's tit for tat. As soon as I started taking the business like that, everything, perspective, man, my perspective changed.
Changed. I see.
You know, everything changed, and it's not a fight. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's we must make it easy for each other, you know, easy for the production companies, easy for the makeup artists. And now I'm also learning and teaching a lot of makeup artists about perspective. So
Yeah.
also, like, we need to educate ourselves. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes we just get frustrated because of what we hear, you know.
Yeah.
So lot that still needs to happen in our industry. Self. Do you know what I mean? That's not going to come from outside. That's going to come from ourselves and our own studies and knowledge.
Right. What are the challenges that you think you now have being on lockdown? The country is going through this pandemic, and a lot of what is normal to us has changed. How are you coping in terms of making money for your production, for your company, making money for your staff, and making money for yourself?
So, you know, it was a pandemic. So pandemic, what I've learned is sometimes you can only take care of yourself,
Yeah.
right? First of all, it's about education, seeing what is out there. So, and to then just be in the spirit where you can receive information. A lot of banks were like, listen, we can give you a payment holiday on your car. A lot of bank called small businesses and they were like, hello, what is your monthlies? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Come in, send us your invoices, and then we can see how we can give you a loan that's going to have like not a lot of interest. So for me, it was about opening my eyes, you know. But then also what I did was I just kept contact with the productions of mine that was on hold, also to comfort them and also to secure myself and my team. So I was like, don't worry.
Very clever.
Yes. And there were companies that couldn't even pay us. Like, oh, no, my people are paid, but couldn't pay me. And I would just send them this message when they send that, I'm sorry, we couldn't make payment. And then I will just send back to them, I'm still riding with you. Do you know?
Securing your place.
Yeah, I'm riding with you. I'm with you because the thing is, this is business. And everybody need a bit of comfort. So personally, what I've done is I had my banks on me. I was speaking to my banker. I was taking all the opportunities that were here. And those are the type of things that we need to be awake for, because there's going to be, this is a situation where nobody could actually be there for. If a production company didn't have their payments to pay you, they were not there. So self-sufficiency was a big deal for me. But then talking to my production companies to tell them, hi, what are you working on? I studied about COVID online. These are the protocol papers that I studied. And all these things that were forwarded, I forwarded to them. I went on the protocol that they did for South Africa. I was like, hi, who set this thing up? Can I add this and this and this? Do you know what? I educated myself. I checked what did they do overseas. I started learning about the virus, educating myself. I'm like, yo, So, okay, when I'm going to go back, I'm going to do this, I'm going to have this, I'm going to individually pack people's brushes, take it out in front of them.
Yeah.
I've got hand sanitizer, I've got dry sprays for their chairs. You know, instead of putting a cover up, I'm going to put a plastic bag over you. I'm going to make my new rules. In the time of the COVID, where I was like, these are the rules that I want. No talking to me while I'm doing makeup. We will do all our discussions outside, 1.5 meters, 2 meters far
Away
from
from
each
each
other.
other.
We will say, this is the. I was working out looks like a fat lip with a winged liner and a full face, but not eyeshadow. It's going to be too long in a contact of someone in case somebody is sick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The person going to dry themselves off with roller towel that I'm going to give them. I went to buy bags. Then you throw your bag in there. That's your bag that's contaminated. We're going to keep it
This
there.
is so clever.
When you come in, I'm going to be spraying you with the dry spray, the chair with the dry spray, just so that your mind can relax, sit down. I got you. Then we're only going to do a fast face, okay? So then I've worked out the face, and then everybody's things are packed individually. When there's a big problem, there's also big opportunity, right?
Right.
So I'm not saying that I didn't have down days, you know, but I know that I'm a leader, so I have a responsibility.
Yeah.
I didn't let myself down for too long. So, I mean, I recognized my emotions, but I was like, okay, what can I do? I also keep myself mentally fit, spiritually fit. I did like, so in the time of the COVID, I got my meditation up, I've got my prayer up, you know, daily. I went on like abundance meditation because that also helps you to
I
call
did
up-
that. It's amazing. The 21 days
So I did the
abundance.
Yeah, I did the 21-day one. Then I went on the health meditation 21 days, and now I'm praying for my family members and my business.
Awesome.
Spiritually, I'm exercising because that's also good for my job. Because when you have to lead a team, you need to be like fit mentally, you know, spiritually. COVID-19, I educated myself, and then I started like telling clients, listen, if you need anybody that can go to the course for you, you can send me. I started just sending some tips to the production that we're going to work on. Can we get this ready? What is my responsibility? What can I bring for you guys? This is a list of how we can work. I sent forward the production companies that I know is going to employ me. I sent them all the protocol sheets in case they haven't received it, just so that I can be in communication with them.
That sounds so amazing.
So I really kept myself busy with that, and then just checking on my team. Hey, how are you? You know, and telling them, Skawara, we will be standing in that row, painting faces. Do you have a mark? And then also just like now we're gonna start a big production. So I'm like telling the girls I'm gonna work with. Can I ask you not to just start posting that we're working? You must remember there's other makeup artists who's in depression,
Aww.
sensitive. So you know, so we need to just like respect them because
Yeah.
we've never had this before, and people are nervous. So we also like, you know, we want to take care of the greater good.
Right.
This is like more than makeup for us.
Oh, Merlene, you are so incredible. Your beauty doesn't lie. It comes down deep within you.
Thank you. Yeah,
I'm
it's,
so inspired by you so much.
yeah, it's important. It's very important, you know. It's not just about us in the makeup room. We're
Yeah.
gonna touch people. We're gonna touch life. It's also to whom much is given, much is required.
Much is
Do you know what I
required,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah. So for me, it's really, really, really about that.
Yeah. I do have a silly question now. Now that we are wearing masks every day, I started doing half my face from literally from the nose up just to avoid my mask getting dirty sooner.
Yes. Right now is really the time to take care of your skin. It's even beyond that. It's time to take care of your insides now because you're wearing a mask, so you don't have so much pressure.
Right.
inside so that it can nourish outside. But now is the time to take care of your skin, because now you're wearing a mask. The cotton is on top of your skin, ripping your moisture. And be very wary of the mask that you're wearing. Check what the fabric is made of. Check yourself at night. Check behind your ears. Check on your skin. Yeah. So give yourself moisture. Give your skin a lot of love and check where the edges are. Right.
Yeah.
Sunscreen is also important. Like, wear sunscreen every single day. Doesn't matter how dark you are. It doesn't matter if you're in the house. Wear your sunscreen, because also your computers have the lights, your phones have the lights, so wear the sunscreen also, so that you don't have like a lot of exposure, underexposure of sun. Take care of your lips. Use a lip balm under your mask, and when you take your mask up, really take care. But let me tell you something, this is going to be the masking look. But you don't necessarily have to wear the foundation. So what is important? A good brow. Now you can focus nicely on your brows. What I've done is I've attached a lash that looks so hot when you have your mask on. And your eyes are like standing out nicely. Do a nice cat line. What you can do is you can also do a color line. Will be nice. Something like, if I had a blue line now, I would have been so nice.
Right.
So you can do things like a color line. Cool, you can play with your eye colors if you really want to. But now this is really, for me, an opportunity to take care of your skin.
Right. This is so awesome. I'm so inspired by you, Merlene. I mean, I've always loved you in all the productions that we've worked with. And I see your growth from time to time from the things that you post and talk about. And I want to wish you the best for your company. I think what you're doing is absolutely phenomenal, to basically put under your wing so many other makeup artists that work with you or for you. Yeah, and I hope that we're gonna be seeing you in some of the productions. I'm ready to come back to television as well.
And thank you for letting me tell our story. Storytelling is so important, because
Absolutely.
nobody will know what you do unless we have platforms like this. So thank you.
Yeah. Just in closing, one quick and very, very important advice for someone who is in the industry but not doing a great job. I'm talking about a person who is not excelling in their job and they claim to have passion for what they do. I mean, talking to you, for instance, now, I can feel and sense your passion right over here, and we are miles apart.
A production need to understand who they're hiring, first of all. They need to ask all the makeup artists. They need to come and ask me for all the makeup artists. Then they will get value and they will get exactly what they need. But people need to get information, right? You don't misuse social media. You don't just go and look there to see what other people are doing, to spy on people and to look at the negative things on social media. You must use your social media, look at your pop culture people, look at the culture of television. Do you know what I mean? Educate yourself and practice and listen to advice. I also think like sometimes we don't listen to criticism. Sometimes when we're busy doing an art, we gotta listen. We have to listen. We have to check that what we've done is up to a standard, and we have to communicate, because this is an art. So like sometimes somebody's gonna be like, I don't want a lot of makeup, but then your director tells you, Chuma, she's shining, and then she's telling you, yeah, don't put too much makeup for me. I don't want to be gray. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So about communication, it's about educating yourself, it's about listening, it's about seeing, it's about learning, and it's about lowering the ego.
Yeah.
I just think
you keep touching on the ego. Is ego a big thing?
It's a huge thing. It's a very huge thing. People don't want to be lead, they don't want to be taught, they are afraid of, like, they don't have perspective on listening and seeing and being told. Like if somebody
Yeah.
tells me that is not fine, I'm gonna maybe explain to them how it is in pop culture. I'm gonna listen, I'm gonna change it. And if I'm gonna talk back to my superior, I'm gonna be like educating them in a positive way. Now it's like there's a lot of ego, yeah.
Wow. Okay. No, thank you so much, my dear.
Thank
All
you
right.
so
I
much.
appreciate your
appreciate-
time. Thank you for sharing your story with us. We'll be catching up with you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye, my love. Merlene is so inspirational. I just finished talking to her. I'm feeling goosebumps all over. I'm thinking to myself, she has it right. When you are self-aware, you know exactly who you are and you know exactly what works best for you.